Alright, so now let's go ahead and see what Lawrence has in store as we take a tour of the city to help out various people with what they need. So, Lorenzen, you will accompany us then, my friend. My thanks. Our task is simple. We shall take Blitzen on a tour of Gridania and delight the children we meet with his marvelous illusions. While little helpers will be distributing presents of a more tangible nature, I believe that Blitzen's glamour will be perfectly set the tone for such gift-giving. Being a visitor to this city, however, I am not certain where to seek out our children. May I trust you to guide us to them? I can definitely do that. Marvelous. Without further ado then, where shall we head first? So, this is all dependent on how much of Final Fantasy XIV you have completed. The last two are all based on how far you've gotten as far as expansions are concerned. These three you get by default, and then the next two, as I said, come if you are far enough in the storyline of Final Fantasy XIV to do so. So let's begin by looking at the three that you get by default, beginning by going back to where we had to help out Lorenzen at one point, the Great Lone Glory, aka the Botanist Guild. Very well, let us go and spread some Starlight cheer. So we are automatically warped to the Botanist Guild. Wow, a real reindeer! I've only ever read about them before. Go on, Blitzen. Show us your spectacular glamour. And away he goes. Oh, amazing! And as we're bearing witness, we have some guests. Of course, we have Beaten from the Carpenters Guild. Indeed, much like the scent of freshly hewn cedar. Happy Starlight, youngling. We, the Saints' Little Helpers, have come bearing gifts one can touch as well as see. And of course, because this is the Botanist Guild, we are greeted by the Guildmaster Fufucha. We hope you like it! So yeah, from Fufucha to you there, young man. Hunks of wood? Yeah, they're kind of a bit of a surprise, but given who these two are... And Timber Bean's like, what? It is a lumber set, child, comprised of the finest selection of timber the forest has to share. You have your soft-grained maples, some simple ash, a stern oak. Can you not hear the symphony? No, not really. And like, those are building blocks, my dear, made especially for you by the Carpenters Guild. Forgot I'm speaking like a Lalafell here. Oh, I love blocks! Thank you, little helpers! Yeah, we kind of had to put it a different way. And Bean's like, really? Curious that he should appreciate blocks over fine cross-sections of lumber. Puzzling indeed. Well, you always were eccentric there, Beaten. And Fufucha's like, Rika, what a pleasant surprise! Well, it's nice to see you two again, Fufucha. As you can see, the Botanists and Carpenters Guilds are working together for this year's celebration, with the Guildmasters volunteering to be little helpers. Our gifts are a joint effort. Bean's people at the Carpenters Guild made some beautiful blocks out of the wood my botanists gathered while tending the forests. I hope these toys sow the seeds of inspiration within the hearts of our younglings, that they might grow up to embracing nature. But enough of my vegetation metaphors. We have presents to distribute. Indeed you do. And so I'll let the two of you have at it again. If you can take Beaten along with you. Yeah, it's like, Beaten, come, Timbermaster, more children wait. Yeah, focus there, Beaten. Indeed, and let us use that blocks just familiar. It seemed rather effective. I guess. And away they go. So every time you complete one of these, you get back to this point where you have this little scene. Well, that went splendidly, wouldn't you say? The little helpers appearing when they did not only added to the children's enjoyment, and last but not least, Blitzen played his part to perfection. Indeed he did. You did well there, Blitzen. Well, we shall take a well-earned rest, but we will welcome your assistance again should you feel like going on another tour. I think we can definitely work with that. So, let's continue on. So, he'll repeat what he said before. And then we'll head on over to the Leatherworkers Guild. Very well, let us go and spread some Starlight cheer. So heading on over to the east side of Old Gridania.
Oh, hello! This is my first time meeting a reindeer. Is he friendly?
You're about to find out. Go on, Blitzen. Show us your spectacular glamour. Make it happen!
Wow, it's beautiful!
And spotting things over in the background. And arriving on the scene, Leatherworkers Guild Guildmaster, Gava.
Happy Starlight, my dear. I have a gift for you from the Saints. Perhaps not as sensational as that reindeer's trick, but these will last longer.
And so, yeah, wearing a tree trunk brown, I guess, is Gava. Or I guess it'll also be considered leather-colored brown.
Leather accessories? I love them! Thank you so much, little helper.
Yeah, always good when you can make a little girl smile.
Darling little thing. I trust you are fulfilling your Starlight duties with the diligence expected of you.
Oh, of course.
I tier my services this year. I thought it only right, seeing how much my own little ones delight in the season. It is remarkable how a child's smile can warm the heart, and infectious joy if there ever was one. Anyway, yes, I must be off. Enjoy the rest of the festivities.
We certainly will there, Gava. Yeah, go back to putting your Gordon Ramsay face back on. And now, we were close to the markets, but now we're actually going to go to them. And so, when we arrive...
Wow! Reindeer are massive! Look at him! He's massive!
Go on, Blitzen. Show us your spectacular glamour. Yeah, do your thing.
Whoa, that's incredible! Happy Starlight, my child. This little hop has arrived with a very special gift.
Yes, we got someone else on the scene. And once you know it, it's Mother Miyun. Yeah, that's quite a shade of green there you're wearing there, Mother Miyun. So what do we have?
Cookies? My favorite! Thank you, little hopper. I'm gonna go and share with my friends.
Yeah, at least we know they're not pumpkin cookies that will make you transform into something that you don't want to be. But yeah, hey there, Mother Miyun, long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Rika, lending your assistance to the Starlight celebration.
Indeed I am.
As you can see, the Carline Canopy is also participating in the festivities this year. Our establishment has adopted the Starlight spirit with a special children's menu in addition to festive decorations. 'Tis the season after all. Now, while I would love to stay and chat, I must be off. These cookies won't deliver themselves. I look forward to seeing you again at the canopy.
Till we meet again, Mother Miyun. It's always such a delight to get to see her when these festivities come around. So now that we've seen the 3 regular places for this particular part of the celebration, now let's look at what happens with the 2 bonus areas, starting with the Whistling Miller. Very well, let us go and spread some Starlight cheer. So upon our arrival, which is not that far from Mikedo's amphitheater...
Why, good day, Mr. Reindeer. You have quite an adorable face and snuffly nose at that.
Go on, Blitzen. Show us your spectacular glamour.
What a marvelous spectacle! You're truly amazing, Mr. Reindeer.
Forgive me for interrupting your delight, sweet child, but this little helper comes bearing a gift from the north. we have here? Yeah, you'd be surprised to see who this is. But then again, maybe not. Hey there, Sir Emmerich, how are you? And what do you have for her?
An Ishgardian coat? Oh, how lovely and warm! I shall treasure it, little helper. Thank you with all my heart.
Yeah, keep in mind that for Starlight Celebration, where it came from. But this is the first time this has ever happened, seeing you joining us, Sir Emmerich, so this is indeed a treasure and a gift.
What a pleasant surprise to meet you here, my friend. You are lending your capable hand to the observances, I take it.
Indeed we are. Matthias says hello too.
As a citizen of Starlight's birthplace, I felt compelled to volunteer my services in some way, however small, and thus I seem to have become a little helper. 'Twas an audience with the elder Seedseer that called me here initially. I'm glad for the opportunity to bear witness to the bright smiles of Gridonia's children.
Glad you approve. I'll bet they feel the same way in Ishgard, don't they?
Yes, I have always been quite fond of this season myself, though I must confess that as colours go, I'm somewhat partial to blue.
But hey, it was your men who were wearing red that made this all happen.
Why is it that I feel that we have spoken of this before? Curious.
I don't seem to remember that.
Ah, but I mustn't dally. Many gifts still want for delivery. Till we meet again.
Well, thanks so much for making the journeys there, Sir Emmerich. It was an honor to see you here. So, obviously, if you did not get to Heavensward, and I don't know how far you would have to go into Heavensward to make that official as a getting the Whistling Miller to appear and seeing Sir Emmerich. Maybe you have to complete just the initial main story and have it happen. I don't really know, but I'm sure someone out there would be able to let us know in the comments. And now for bonus location number 2, Akaru Falls.
Very well, let's go and spread some Starlight cheer.
So who are we gonna get here?
I had no idea reindeer were so big.
Yeah, that's certainly true there, Miss Timid Tot.
Go on, Blitzen, show us your spectacular glamour.
Showing it off.
Oh my, it's so sparkly!
And who's joining us this time? Yeah, also surprising, it's a Madalan of all people!
I hope he doesn't come on to this little girl. Starlight, greetings, you adorable little Morpets. I'm one of the Saint's little helpers and I have a real sparkling present for you. Here you go!
Yeah, what are you gonna give to this little girl?
A lovely doll with such pretty eyes. Thank you, little helper.
Ah, is that what passes as a gift for you lice wearers? Yeah, all of a sudden out of nowhere. What the heck is this?
Ruffian, what are you doing here?
Surprised to see these two? I mean, a Manland, certainly surprised, but now we also have Sickard? This would only happen if you completed Endwalker.
Delivering proper presents, what else? Here's yours, little one. Enjoy it now.
Yeah, this girl's getting a 2-for-1 deal. Certainly unexpected.
A little fry pan with such adorable forks and spoons. Thank you, little helper.
And it's like, trying to be upstaged.
Say, a present that represents the glory and traditions of Limsalamates's peerless culinary history. More thoughtful by far than some half-baked doll from some half-baked noble.
Like, take that back! Yeah, it's like, might me.
I will not stoop to your level.
Yeah, if you paid attention throughout Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, those three say that exact same sequence of lines when you get all of the crystals needed for getting the Ragnarok going.
I enjoy playing house with the lovely doll and adorable silverware. Thank you, little helpers.
Yeah, as she looks at the two of them having a standoff here. But she just blissfully takes her bow, heads on her way. Yeah, these two are just gonna stand off, say nothing. Could this be more awkward? We need to step in between you two. Well, let's all be Starlight then. Yeah, back off.
Quite.
I guess the situation has solved itself. Yeah, be on your way, you two. So now that all that is taken care of, it's time for me to show off what you get for Starlight Celebration 2022. Obviously, you get Blitz in here, but let me show you what else is available. Let's warp our way over to the FC house where it's already in place. It's amazing, isn't it? Our very own Starlight Sentinel tree that we got all the way back in 2014. Yeah, for those of you who are not familiar, the Starlight Sentinel trees were first made available in that year. You can actually buy these things on the market board, but be prepared to drop a massive ton of gil, because people will buy these things on DLC and then sell them on the market board for literally tens of millions of gil. I've even heard reports of hundreds of millions of gil for these things being sold. But yeah, we certainly have quite a collection of trees from previous Starlight celebrations. Of course, the Starlight Sentinel from 2014. We have the snow-covered trees from a couple of years ago. And now we get to add this. These two trees. Glowing with these fancy blue lights. There may not be any leaves on them. I guess they're deciduous trees, but they are certainly compensated for with all the fancy lights that are glowing all around them. And that's the primary gift that you get by going over to the Starlight vendor in Gridania. And these things are certainly quite the lively little addition to our Final Fantasy XIV FC home. And I hope that all of you have enjoyed this particular experience with me. This was certainly a fun little addition to the history of Final Fantasy XIV Starlight Celebration. So just to give you an idea of what's coming up, of course I'm still going to be streaming a few more Genshin Impact streams before the holidays begin, but then on Christmas Eve I'm heading off for the holidays to visit my family for a week. So that means I won't be showing off Heaven's Turn, the Chinese New Year Final Fantasy XIV event, on New Year's Eve. In fact, I won't be able to get back home until on New Year's Day. So I'll likely record on late night New Year's Eve and try and get the video for Heaven's Turn out on New Year's Day. But hopefully, if all goes well, we'll be able to do that. But it could happen sooner because of the fact that I will say that they've been canceling flights to where I need to go for the holidays, and if I can't go, obviously it'll make my family very sad, but it'll also make me very sad too. I just hope that everything goes well and that I'll be able to be with my family for the holiday season, and we can enjoy decorating the tree like these, or of course the Starlight Sentinel tree like this, and I hope that it all goes well. So if this is the last time that I see you guys before New Year's Eve and Heaven's Turn for 2023, I hope that all of you enjoy your holidays, whatever you may be celebrating, and that you all get to enjoy something special for this year, because after what we've been through in the last couple of years, we certainly need to definitely be celebrating. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys either if I'm streaming Genshin Impact on Twitch, or if I'm doing my thing here back in Final Fantasy XIV with the launch of Heaven's Turn Chinese New Year 2023. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the lights, or in this case, may you ever walk in the starlights.